Are you worth it? Are you worth it? Are you worth it? Are you worth it? Absolutely, positively, yes. And here's why. Your worth is not based on a job, your relationships, your achievements, how many people approve of you. You're born worthy. And the moment you stop questioning your worth is the moment the world will stop questioning it too. Let me say that again. You were born worthy. The moment you stop questioning your worth is the moment the world will stop questioning it too. Hey, I'm your host, Tanya Camille of the Innerpreneur podcast. And today we're going to tackle the question that many of us struggle with. Am I really worth it? Let's be real. Too many of us shrink ourselves, settle for less, and wait for someone else to tell us we're valuable. But here's the truth. Your worth is not up for negotiation. You don't have to prove it, earn it, or get permission to own it. You are already enough. I know it's easier said than done, but let me say it again. It's important that you understand that you don't have to prove you're worthy. You don't have to earn your worth. You don't need anybody's permission or endorsement or approval. And most importantly, you just need to own it because you are already enough. Today, we're breaking down exactly why you're worthy, how to step into your worth unapologetically, and what it looks like to live from a place of power, not doubt. It's important to understand your worth and how it relates to validation. So many times people feel their worth is based on what they achieve. No. What other people think of you? Absolutely not. Who chooses you or leaves you? Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely not. Society has a way of teaching us that worth is something we earn through success, relationships, or approval. But the moment we understand that self-worth is eternal and internal. So I say eternal because the moment you were born, you became worthy. And to the moment you die, you are worthy. But it's an internal thing that you need to understand. It's something you need to claim, not something you receive. It's something you need to claim, not something you receive. It's a mindset shift. You don't have to work for your wealth. You already have it. It's a given. But we've been taught that we need external validation. Many of us are caught up in a cycle of needing likes and praise or approval to feel valuable. And the moment we don't get it, we don't feel like we're worthy, that we're enough. No. That's what happens when we rely on external validation and we're giving our power away of who we truly are. Because when people don't approve, then we tie that to us not being worthy and not being enough. That's so left field. Real self-worth means knowing your value, and we're all valuable. We all have a place in this world. If we were born, we have a place in this world. We are here for a reason. We're here to do something. We mean something. God has a purpose for our life. And the moment we understand that, the more happier we can move forward in our lives. We'll realize that we don't need self-worth. Even what I mean is we don't need to feel worthy even if no one is validating us or clapping for us or making us feel like we're the best. You don't need other people's approval, endorsement. You just need your own. I have a question. If no one validated you today, would you feel worthy? And if so, why? And if not, why? Oftentimes, we never ask ourselves questions about how we feel and why we're feeling that way. So I ask and challenge you to ask yourself, if no one validated me today, would I feel worthy or not? It's important that we reclaim our worth, that we take our power back. And when you own your worth, that means you set standards for how you allow people to treat you. When you own your worth, that means you know that rejection doesn't define you, because oftentimes rejection is God's protection. You own your worth by speaking up for what you need without apologizing. You must speak up for what you need and not feel like you have to apologize for it. Because you know what you need and what you deserve. It's up to the other person to understand what your needs are and oblige you with those if they care and they respect you and they respect your boundaries. Oftentimes we give our power away because we let people cross boundaries because we fear that we'll disappoint them. We downplay our wins. We shrink ourselves to make others feel comfortable. Where do they do that at? Absolutely not. You don't need to earn anyone's love. You don't need to earn anyone's approval. All you need to do is believe in you and know that you deserve it. That's it. All you need to do is believe in yourself and know that you deserve it. So I ask you to take your power back. Stop apologizing for existing. You are allowed to take up space because you were born. You have a space and a place in this world. Everyone does. Affirm your worth daily. Look in that mirror and tell yourself how worthy you are, how beautiful you are, how handsome you are, how perfect you are just the way you are in this moment and time. Affirm your worth daily. Speak power into yourself before anyone else does. Because if you're waiting for that, oftentimes you'll be disappointed. Know your value. Don't act like someone who knows their value. Know your value. Because when you believe it, the world will reflect it back to you. So I ask you to unapologetically own your worth. If you say, what does that look like? What it looks like is you stop settling for less than what you deserve. You stop explaining yourself to people who don't respect you. You stop waiting for the perfect time to show up as your best self, because who you are at this moment in time and purpose and place is your perfect self. And as long as you're striving every day to be the best version of yourself, you are in the perfect time. So, and it's important that in owning and embracing our self-worth, that we create habits to strengthen that self-worth. A lot of people don't think this is powerful, but what I'm getting ready to tell you is very powerful. You know, the real question is, I would like to know, and please answer in the chat. I would like to know how many people have looked in the mirror and just told themselves they love themselves. I love me. I love me. Like, have you ever looked in the mirror and just said, I love you? I love you. You the shot. I ask you to do mirror talk every morning, to look at yourself and say, I'm worthy, I'm beautiful, I'm handsome, I'm loving, and I don't need permission to take up space. This is a big one. Protect your energy. Walk away from anything that makes you question who you are, that makes you question your value, that makes you question your worth. Walk away. Own your power. Show up boldly in your life, whether it's in a room, a relationship, or a career. If you're walking into a room, show up boldly because you belong there, or you wouldn't be walking into that room. If you're in a relationship, show up boldly and have whoever it is respect your boundaries. In your career, show up boldly because I'm here to do a job. I'm here to build this career. I'm here to be the best version of myself. So own your power. I challenge you to take a bold action this week that reflects your self-worth. Whether it's saying no, setting a new standard, or walking into a room with confidence, I challenge you to do that and to do it unapologetically. So I started out and I asked you, are you worthy? I said, yes, absolutely. But your worth isn't a question, it's a fact. Let me say it again. Your worth isn't a question, it's a fact. And again, the moment you stop questioning it, the world stops questioning it too. Thank you for listening. If this episode spoke to you, drop a gem in the comments and share it with someone who needs it. And most importantly, don't forget to grab your free self-worth guide. The link is in the description. And as always, my name is Tanya Camille, and much love. Own your worth. It's your inner power.